Can't complain. So how's it? Is it in your neck of the woods?
Nah, still a struggle. Can't see the doctor to the end of the month because the office is under construction.
Why are you needing to see the doctor?
Need to change my prescription.
You might be able to do that through a teledoc or something.
I want to consult them first. It's a name brand. I got to go to a generic
Yeah.
name brand that's $394 a bottle.
Yeah, that's a good reason to go to a generic for sure. And howdy, Joan.
Hello. Chris should be on in just a minute.
How goes in your neck of the world today?
It's going all right.
Well, that seems to be the consensus so far, so it's not too bad.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I about got the workstation going. I'm flushing it out now.
Why don't you add that workstation going?
Now I had to redesign the loop a little bit. Some places couldn't do the fittings back to back because of the back pressure.
Mm.
That's
And it's talking about your cooling system.
That's fine. This work. I'll start
Yeah.
this.
And I was trying to get around a really hard area to get around. You know, I was trying to snake through.
Uh-huh.
And these fittings that do that have O-rings in them and stuff. But the more bends you have in your loop, the more pressure you got.
Mhm.
So when you run the pumps at 100%, they start leaking because the O-rings can't hold the pressure.
This computer is leaking coolant fluid.
No, just distilled water right now. It's just doing the pre-flush.
Yeah, exactly. It's coolant fluid. The fluid that is cooling. Yeah.
The coolant I got is called Coolants, and it lasts about 3 years.
Mhm. Well, it is a challenge, something to work on, I guess.
Yeah.
And how do you see? And Logan?
So,
Yep, he's back there.
what's up,
Yep.
Chris? Happy Easter.
Oh, we're munching on birthday cake.
Cake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hello.
howdy, Chris. Still surviving, I see.
Yeah,
We'll see
Getting
after
by.
tomorrow.
Right.
yet another overnight shift.
Oh, geez.
That'll be my third in about a week and a half. So
Did they keep their promise and let you go at 3 last Monday?
well, 4:30.
Right.
My 3 o'clock person didn't show up till 4:30.
So
Yeah.
as expected, right?
Pretty much.
Well, at least it wasn't 6.
Yeah, I thought I was going to stay till 6. I half tempted to tell her just to stay home, and I'll stay till 6 because by the time she got there, it was just an hour and a half.
So it's 3-hour shifts that you're doing with this overnight stuff?
Well, at least 3-hour shifts. I'm doing 6 hours tomorrow. I do 6 hours most of the time because it's an hour there and an hour back, and that seems silly for a 3-hour shift most of the time.
Agreed.
So I just do the 6s.
Take it with you too. There's just.
Hmm.
I put in some OT time myself today. They're shorthanded. You're supposed to have 6 people manning the phones on Saturdays, and they only had 3.
Well, I think in Chris's case, he gets comp time instead of paid overtime.
They're paying me at the moment because I'm maxed out on comp time, but I don't get time and a half.
Yeah.
You don't get time and a half when you're on comp. They somehow or another have managed to get around that.
I don't get full wages simply because I work from home. So
Every company has different policies, but
Yeah, it's
that
different.
seems, that's a bit different.
well, you lose $1 or $2 working from home because they consider it you're not spending gas or using your car. Go to an office every day. It's how they justify it.
That's how they justify it. It's not necessarily justifiable. So yeah. Oh well. And howdy ye.
Hello.
And that's kind of Matt's situation. He's kind of the it for IT where he's at.
It's a bigger company than that.
Yeah. Well, still, the way you talk, they pretty much shipped everybody except you.
I have
Well,
nice, wonderful encounters with IT, or people that call themselves IT.
howdy, Mr. Peg.
Hello.
How goes?
Going all right. Just prepping for tomorrow's activities.
Tomorrow. Oh yes, yes. You
Go on Easter egg.
No.
Go on Easter.
the with young children. Yeah.
Oh, indeed. But we had to get creative because my mother still can't walk. She's still wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, I live in a split level. So one of my floors, there's doors immediately at the driveway. So we can just wheel her in through there. But it was just moving that stuff out of the way. That was the fun part.
I'm going to put the mic on mute and listen in and work on the workstation. Y'all have fun.
All righty. Well, if you drop, we'll know that because the coolant sprayed everywhere, and there was.
That is a danger. Yes, I am going to be draining the loop.
Okay. Let's see. We're doing D&D. Sorry.
Good evening, players, and welcome to your doom.
You
Oh,
were
it's
practicing your
not
laugh,
yet.
weren't you?
He's saving Doom for the last game. Like you go to the big final battle and it's like, Doom.
Octon, kaput. Matthew, you get a laugh out of this. Me and Logan went over to Gamma's and dug up my 8th grade music folder for him to have something to peruse.
Oh boy. Hell, that was at Central still, wasn't it?
Exactly. So he was looking for some stuff just to warm up to that, to kind of show off a little. So I found him some of our old stuff to play.
I can't even remember what we were playing.
No,
Don't mention Rocky Top, please.
no. It was in there, but no.
Yeah.
Just like Prego.
Okay. Well, Neff will appear when Neff appears. So
We're hiding from around a corner.
we're going to go ahead and get started here. Yeah, he's not on Steam, so. So y'all had finished with the werebores.
Where are the boars?
Well, they're dead now.
Just don't say piggy again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, if all are amenable, we might take a short rest to heal up a little bit because a few of us got scratched. Oh, that's right. I get to pull out my pissed off spell, the Guardian of Nature. All right. We still got more doors. Another door.
We've got 2 more doors. One here. One here.
Okay. No, let's just go to that door. I
Well,
guess.
3 more doors, but that one's gigantic and has skeleton locks.
Right. The one that says stay out that we're obviously trying to open because, yeah. So, yeah, you're right. We'll door number blah, and I'll get out of the way and let Bruno and Carrick lead with their heads.
All right. Second. Get back to where we were here. Carved into the door of this room is an octagon.
Chuck Norris?
No, Dana White.
The ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high. A leather-backed tome rests atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set in the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming.
Arranged that they appear to be what?
Falling and screaming.
Okay, right.
Yeah, like a Megadeth concert.
And is the book open and visible?
Yes, the book is open.
And can we see the text in the book from here?
No, because you have to read it from the other side.
Goody. Okay.
No, that's Iron
That
Maiden.
sounds- Can it really be hard rock if it requires reading the? Yeah, well, Okay.
Hey, a lot of metal lyrics are based on novels. Thank you very much.
Yep, Gollum and the evil one. Yeah.
Heck, Blind Guardian has an entire concept album based on the Silmarillion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go read it. Yes.
Okay.
Put myself. I'm actually gonna go to the thing and. All right. But if I'm there, I'm covering it. So.
It's open to about halfway. What language do you speak? What languages do you speak?
Could be one of those. Let's see. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish, Sylvan. And that's it.
Funny, she doesn't look Druish.
It is not one of those languages. It is, however, a harsh, rough script.
Oh, machine.
Is it possible for me to copy down one of the words?
Sure.
Okay. So I take the single word and show it to Carrick. Can you read this word? Do you know this tree? I do not know this tree.
Carrick, what languages do you speak?
Yeah, you're muted, man. You haven't said anything while you're here, so you might have been screaming bloody murder this whole time. We wouldn't
Orc
know.
and common.
It is not orc. It is not common.
Let's go outside. Who's next? Brunor. Yeah, oh yeah, you've got all sorts of crazy languages. Can you read this?
So I know Elvish, Orc, Abyssal, Celestial, Undercommon.
It is none of those.
Okay. Who's Vendrus? You're standing right there.
It's probably demonic.
Yeah. And Logan will be next because he's right behind you.
Basically, does anybody here speak Infernal?
Yes.
There it is.
Okay.
You're it.
Should have known
The
the
word
demon
is
looking
spin.
person.
The word was what?
Spin.
Spin.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just copied one word off of the.
You wanted to
Right.
find somebody that could read the rest, so yeah. So why don't you come on in and read this thing and
All right.
Spin the wheel and rise.
That's right.
This is how every horror movie starts. Somebody reads from a forbidden text, and the next thing you know, you're being chased by eldritch horrors.
What does it say? Monosodium glutamate,
So I'm not entirely sure how to get to you.
war gum.
Oh, sorry. Up
here.
on the ridge, on
Okay.
the ridge over here. Yeah, and there's a door. You come in the door, and there's this crazy book.
Gotcha.
Magic words and phrases.
Don't forget Klaatu, Veratu, Niktu.
All right. I'll go read it.
Okay. There's one line on each page. Pages are also numbered.
Okay.
One line on each
Oh.
page. It's translation of a Dr. Seuss book into Infernal. Let's see. It says, "I will not eat it with a goat. I will not eat it on a boat."
I did not realize that Curious Mickey was expanding into Dr. Seuss.
And I put the text in the chat there.
Well, we see a couple of pages.
You want me to give you the whole thing? You
Page
wanna-
4 and page 5. Well,
Yeah, that's the pages.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, hang on. Before we proceed.
You're going to start flipping pages?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put it, I wasn't going to just put things in your hands there,
See the liver, clear as day. Spin, spin, iron spider.
I'm thinking we probably should look at page 1 to start with.
Well, before we do that, let's look at the
Mhm.
skulls.
Okay.
So the skulls, 8 skulls descending.
8
should look like
skeletons.
they're 8 skeletons. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were just
Looks like they're
skulls.
falling.
So, anything about the skeletons?
Why?
They look like they're just embedded in the walls and covered with plaster.
Okay, right. Well, trying to relate the fourth skeleton from the top or, well, bottom. Those would be two different skeletons. See the lever clear as day. Is there a lever to be seen?
You can easily find in one of the, say, in the leg of the lectern on the side facing the east wall is a secret compartment.
Okay. And within is?
It's not open.
Okay. Is it locked?
It appears to be locked, yes.
All right. Hey, we get, oh yeah, you. Yeah, he didn't even need to be asked. So eager.
Mind you that the skeleton is not necessarily pointing at that or indicating. It's just you find that very easily once you start looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's check that for traps and other obvious dangerous things.
Okay, make a perception check.
Get to
Oh my God.
I see nothing.
Okay. No traps, obviously. So why don't you go for it?
Sure. Let's pull that lever. What's the worst that can happen?
You got to pick the lock first.
Oh, well, let's pick the lock.
You remember how to do that?
Not off. Let's see. What am I using for that one? Because I don't believe I have a lockpick skill.
There's a
You have a
tool.
thieves tools.
Oh, I have thieves tools.
It's
You're
right
right.
below your attributes on the character
I
sheet.
do.
Oh my God. He not only picked that lock, he picked every damn lock in the world.
I can pick some locks.
That's it. It's out of here.
You know, the sad thing is he's going to go, that wasn't enough to pick it. Oh, crap. We are near the end.
Okay, hold on a minute. I need to...
You know, page 7 was something like, don't pick the lock.
Okay. You hear a whirring sound from above, and gravity reverses. Filigree, no, Carrick, you were already in there.
Nice try, man.
Filigree, Callista, and Matau make dexterity saving throws.
I'm going to make a saving throw. That's the one I'd like to make.
Watch, this would be the one that the thief fails.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
Steve doesn't get to make one. You all failed. So you all try to reach for the lectern and fail to grab it.
Whoop.
Fall upward through the plaster ceiling and into a whirling spider shaped fan.
So if you go ahead and click your new character sheets and get those
Yeah,
ready.
let's go ahead and get those started.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
While
good.
the rest of you play.
The green one wonders what happened.
All
Yeah.
right.
I told you we should have read it from the beginning.
Are you saying that, you know, RTFM means read the whole damn thing?
We should have flipped to the back. The answers are always in the back of the book.
This is true.
That's right, yeah.
Everybody takes 55 damage.
Ooh-wee.
Ow.
Yeah, considering I only have 69 total, that's unfortunate. I'm going to drink 5 or 6 of my potions here.
And leak them all down to the rest of us.
So let's take care of your...
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Are we, what happens after where do we land? And do we fall
Well, you're
back through
still
it,
on
or-
the ceiling in the fan.
Oh, spinning around?
Well,
Holding on to the
Maybe
fan,
somewhat.
spinning in circles.
so let's just go in alphabetical order here. Carrick, what do you do?
Attack the fan to stop it.
You what?
Attack the fan to stop it. Take my
Okay.
sword, damn it, and something or whatever.
All right. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Can I have another one?
Sure. Neither one of those is good enough to hit the fan sufficiently to damage it.
All right, I'm gonna keep it up until
Filigree.
Am I still affected by anti-gravity?
Yes.
What's
You are
above
stuck
me?
on the ceiling.
Okay, so there's nothing above me.
Yeah.
The fan.
I think the idea is that we're going to continue to take damage unless we do something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will, without screaming it, remind people of the text of the pages that we saw.
As I scroll back and look at the text of the pages we saw.
Spin, iron spider.
And
Yes, this is the Iron Spider, and it is now spinning.
there was another page.
That was the page before that one.
See the lever clear as day, which we
Yeah, you do see a lever down there where you did see a lever in the compartment just a moment before you fell upwards.
You know what? I'm gonna die anyway. What would be the saving, or what? I'm assuming it's a dexterity saving throw to try to grab onto one of these blades and just hold on and ride in a circle.
Ride the storm.
Sure,
That's
go
why we get
ahead.
Riders of the Storm.
If you're gonna die anyway, you may as well die spectacularly. In particular, that ain't it.
Okay, Callisto, what do you do?
That is a very good question.
Don't try to grab onto the fan and ride it.
Well, I wasn't going to try to do that. I don't really have anything that would let me get down, so I think I'm going to rage and attack.
All right. Make 2 attack rolls at disadvantage.
This is the Zen Bassmaster's version of attacking the gazebo, isn't it?
I
I
strike
don't
it.
remember
Oh,
the
hey.
happened first.
Wow, you hit.
Good.
That one did not hit.
Yeah.
It's a magic weapon, so yeah. All right. You have damaged the fan. You haven't damaged it enough to stop it yet.
Well, it's a start in the right direction.
Matt,
So tell me about the lever. What was the
there
material
is
of
a
it?
brass lever in the compartment that is currently 20 feet below you.
Okay, sure, got something. Perfect. Mage hand. Pull the lever.
All right. Yeah. You hear a rumble of stone from the room outside. The people outside see one of the seals pull back the one around the octagon lock. The fan does not stop spinning.
Oh, nice knowing you guys.
I'll be rolling up a new character with you, so
All right, I have mine.
Okay, Callista, you take half damage because you're raging.
okay, so that very effectively kills me.
Same here.
40 times over. I don't even think any of my potions are going to help me in any way.
Well, since this is just damage, that means that you are down, and you get to start making death saves.
At negative 40.
Yes. Well, it doesn't go to negative 40. It just goes to 0 now. This isn't some effects like a disintegrate spell. If it takes you to 0, turns you into dust.
Tell the character sheet that because mine's at negative 36. Anyway, yeah, death saves.
I don't even know how to make a death save, so
There's a. It says right there. Yeah. Oh, that's a failure.
That's a
sure
critical
enough,
failure.
that's
You
it.
lose 2.
Okay.
Callista, you should still be conscious.
You're not, Mike's not on.
Yes, I still have 60 health. So I will attack again.
Dang, I'm gonna make a barbarian when I re-roll if she's still got 60 health.
Well, you remember the snail, the flail snail? Yeah, that's helping here.
That's a hit.
All right, good.
You get, that is a miss. You've damaged it significantly, but you haven't broken it yet.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
A little
I
help
mean-
in the other room, guys.
Well,
Been there
they're all-
already.
They're
I
all
heard
opening
everyone,
umbrellas.
I heard everyone go "Yeah," in that room, and
You saw them
I'll
go
peek.
up to the ceiling.
And then it got quiet.
okay.
No, it didn't. There was
Um,
screaming.
Lots
Well,
of
no, that's
screaming.
what I'm saying. The screaming got quiet.
Yeah. Do I see anything in there?
The pages of the book are standing up.
Hmm.
From where you are, you can probably see
Little floating
not much.
globules of blood.
Okay. I'm actually gonna pull out my longsword and stick it through the doorway.
You feel it pull up.
Yeah, that's not good.
Filigree spleen goes floating by.
I turn back to everyone. They disappeared.
Oh, you saw them fall upwards.
Okay.
The
So,
word you're looking for is disemboweled.
so I kind of tell everyone. I think everyone got sucked up into something, and it's still there.
All right. What if I tie a rope to the end of an arrow, shoot it to the opposite wall, and somebody peek in and see what's going on?
You can try it. I'd have to tie one end off in here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I find something, or at least I can stand here and hold it and anchor it.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But you do have a railing right behind you.
That's the idea. What you need from me to do that?
Make an attack roll.
All right. Come on. Well, I clicked on it twice. What's going on?
Oh, you're not showing it. There you go.
Take the first
All
one?
right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, you disappeared there for a minute.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's what I get for bragging on it last night.
Actually, it may be Roll20's issue. That's Roll20 has been having some issues all day.
All right.
Okay, so you hit the other wall without any trouble,
All right.
and you got a rope. You got a rope strung across there now, and yeah, you can tie it off on this railing here.
Okay. All right, Bernard, you want to peek?
Yeah. I'll tie a rope around my waist and kind of make a carabiner, trying to hook it to the rope so I don't go flying off. I'm not just relying on strength. And once I'm secured, I go in.
Okay. There is a large spider-shaped fan, and the 4 party members in the room are in the large spider-shaped fan.
Oh. Well, that's
At least,
not good.
at least pieces of us are.
At least pieces of them are, yes.
Okay, so I see them. Do I see anything else in the room besides the book on the ground level?
The podium, the book. You cannot see the lever from where you're at.
Okay. So,
There are the aforementioned skeletons embedded in the wall. They're still embedded in the wall.
okay. So, I guess I'll shut the book, see if that does anything. And if that
The
doesn't,
covers of the book you can't move.
so,
All right. Well, that's enough for y'all for the last 2 actions, and things are nasty up there. So we're going to go one more time with Callista here.
Okay.
And death saves on the rest of us since another round's passed.
Yes.
Oh, there's me dead.
There's you dead.
Okay, how do you roll up a new character exactly? Because I'm going to go ahead and start that process.
Uh,
What do you need to pass a death save anyway?
Not one.
Not
Yeah,
one.
Not one. That's right.
Well, one, a nat one is a critical failure. It's two. Death save is. Oh, come on.
It's saying something. It's the first time that we've had to ask.
It doesn't. Hold on a minute.
Let's see. You roll a d20 without modifiers and compare the result to a fixed DC of 10.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That I was thinking it was 10, but I didn't want to.
All right.
So, Miki, you actually made your first death save, so you're still alive.
You just don't feel so good.
Yeah, you're where I am. With one success and two failures.
Except one of mine was a
Eric did one
crit, so
successful.
I'm not sure.
You
So was
fail.
his.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one gives you two failures, but you
Uh-oh.
started with 0, so you're not dead yet.
Is this like 3-5 where I got to get to -10, or do I just?
No, it's
No.
it's 3 successes or 3 failures, and if you succeed, you live. If you fail, you die.
Okay, so I'm on sudden death this time around.
Yep, you and me
Yep.
both.
Yep, ditto.
Pun intended.
So, Chris,
So Callista,
Kristalla, you want to?
save us all.
Well, I will attempt to attack it again.
Okay. That'll hit,
Oh, good.
and that'll be enough to smash it.
Good. Do we fall back to the ground now?
You do not yet fall back to the ground.
Oh,
Fall back to the ground, make another death save.
But at least you're not taking more damage. The rest of us
Right.
aren't taking. Yeah, so you can now maybe to take some action to stabilize the rest of us if you have that ability.
I don't think you want me to do that. This would be a bit like Arpod trying to help heal.
Stabilize in what way? It's a matter of perspective. Yeah, I don't like the blood leaking out, so I'm going to pull out the heart. That's something like
There
that.
you go.
It needs a medical roll of 10 or any type of healing administrated, like a healing potion or something like that.
Don't use filigrees.
Hey, I have lots of potions, so if you want to grab 1 or 5 or
I'll use filigrees on himself.
Oh no. So maybe you will be rolling up that character now.
Hey, y'all, I'm
Don't
drunk.
fault then.
hey, at least I'll die going, how dry I am. How dry.
So-
I'm only seeing one healing potion on my character sheet.
But we have,
Okay.
Yeah.
we probably do.
Yeah,
I know
we'll
that
pick
Carrick
someone.
should have
Round
several.
and find theirs then.
Yeah, just you got to pick somebody and go.
I will find Mateo's then and dump it on him.
Okay, so Matu.
Does not have a healing potion.
Well, fine.
You can dump one of filigrees on him.
Because we give the healing potions to the tanks. I can heal myself. Dot.
Yeah. See how that's working out?
Yeah,
It'd be a
it's
good
working
time.
really well.
It'd be a good time to take a healing potion from the tank and give it to not Filigree. Don't give it to Filigree. He has no healing ability. To the healer.
All right. Well, I will take the healing potion that I have and dump it on him.
Okay, so you give Matu a healing potion. So that will, because Matu is at 2 death saves, that will stabilize Matu at 1 hit point.
So is that able to take action?
You will be able to take action next turn.
Okay.
I can tell you from a long
make-
experience of healing that the proper response here is to go aggro on the healer while running in circles.
I can fix this real quick if you don't fail your next death saves.
So we
Yeah.
need 2 death saves.
What could possibly go wrong?
Just don't roll a 1.
4 is just about as bad. So okay, so I'm
Filigree,
dead.
you're dead.
Okay,
Carrick, you're not dead.
it was time to roll up a new character anyway.
And I cast Mass Cure Wounds. Everybody within 60 feet gets 21 hit points back.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Sorry
I
about that,
noticed that
Hillary.
that didn't work
I
on
was
the.
trying to help by healing the healer.
Yeah, I got one spell that'll get everybody out of it, but yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work on the gnome.
Well, the
Fine.
gnome has a long history of really bad dice rolling, so it was bound to happen.
Okay, hold on just a minute here.
Well, yeah, that's right. We all knew Roll20 hated us, so yeah, just how much. Right.
No, I want.
I think you're going to get another character sheet here real quick.
Edited and controlled by.
Yeah, I just need somebody to tell me how to roll up a character, and I will do that.
It's real. It's actually super simple. The character mancer is great when it comes to new characters in 5e.
Yeah, it's just a matter of I haven't done it in a while, and I only did it the one time, so I don't actually know how to get around to re-rolling for myself.
Hey, do you want to do the thing where your cousin Philly Graham shows up, who happens to also be a gnome thief?
It doesn't matter one way or the other.
It's up to you. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to roll.
Hello, my name is Phyla Gry.
I'm trying to remember where I heard that trick. It was one of the another group that plays D&D online. You know, like us. They had this one player that when their character got killed, an identical character would show up with a slightly different name. So,
Okay, Chris, there is a Hydra Badjov. It just created the name randomly, but you can change it in the active character list that you should have the ability. Hold on a minute. Let me edit and make sure because it doesn't look like it. No, it didn't. Can be edited and controlled by Miki Magnus. Save changes.
Who is that?
The name is Hydra Badjov.
Okay.
now, when you open up the character sheet, you should have a. It's never been defined. As a character mancer should be one of the options right there.
Yeah, use the character mancer.
Yeah, exactly. And just follow the bouncing ball and get them, whoever it is,
Okay,
leveled up to 10.
I will
Yeah.
work on that.
And there you go. I'm assuming you're not going to make him roll up like a level 1 character here.
No.
Once I get to that point, I'll ask you about hit points, but let me get through the I'm assuming I don't need to use all these like weird mushroom folk and all that as far as the races go.
No, you.
Ooh, bugbear. That's interesting.
Didn't even know that was an option anymore.
ERLW, whatever book that is, lets you play as a bugbear.
Okay, so it's stuff that E's purchased that's, making that possible.
So,
That's all right.
after a minute,
No, we're not done with the healing because we
Okay.
might fall and take damage. So another round of this. 16 more points to everybody within 60 feet.
I'm full. I feel stronger
Yes.
than I already was.
I'm feeling pretty good too.
Okay. And then go over to the gnome and just confirm it. Whoa.
Body.
There's a spleen Liver. Okay.
There is a cloak of elven kind on him that I would very much advise someone to take.
No, you mean fine fiber strips of elven kind?
Yes, you can at least drape the little hanging tassels over you. Only parts
Ribbons.
of you will be seen.
They are
The headband
ribbons
of
of our
dexterity.
elven kind, right? So what we got to do is tie them to Venris's arrows, and they're suddenly stealth arrows. So yeah,
I'll be back in a
Is now the headband of dexterity.
that's right.
You know, the paisley tie of stealthiness. Yeah.
I like the headband of elven kind. Suddenly, if you didn't have pointy ears before, now you do, right?
Yeah, there you go. I'm half elven, so look Vulcan.
Well, that was eventful.
It is
Everyone
the
looks
Tomb
at
of
Brunner.
Annihilation.
Brunner's taking his glaive and trying to peel the gnome off the ceiling. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, it's not working. Can he?
Oh, he's getting
you know-
everywhere.
Hey, hey guys, we don't know how to turn this gravity inversion thing off, and maybe we don't want to because we don't want to suddenly fall again. You got the rope? Can you give us a rope and maybe we can climb out of here?
So I'll actually tie an end of rope I have in my pack and just let it go. They'll go straight up.
Okay. And we'll climb out of here. We'll take the remains of the gnome with us, to the extent possible. Try to preserve it.
the get down out of the ceiling at least far enough to not take any damage when the anti-gravity runs off.
Okay, great. If we do manage to succeed here, and the soulmonger is no longer mongering, we could revive the gnome in theory. So we want to keep the remains, the corpus delicti, and collect as much of the spleen and liver and intestines as possible, and wrap it all up.
Was that
You know,
not necessarily paint?
Neff's going to be so upset he missed this.
I know.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to be disappointed it wasn't me.
In the case that it was you, the only thing that would have survived would have been the bagpipes.
Bagpipes are eternal.
They caught on the end of one of the blades. They were going.
As they're bringing his body down, he's playing the bagpipes.
And they fall down.
He's okay, get back here. He's trying to pull him back. He's playing Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
Ooh, okay. Scramble out of that damn room. Definitely need a rest after that one. Yikes.
I'm thinking after we rest, we look at the rest of the book.
No more. No
No,
more book. We're done. The purpose of the room was to unlock the octagon for the skeleton key, and we did that. The lever succeeded in doing that.
Oh,
The
okay.
clearest they've ever. So we're, thank goodness, done with that room.
It's kind of like note to self: next time, carry vials of acid to throw on the fan.
No, I think next time RTFM, the suggestion to read other pages was probably the wise one. There may have been a page set in there that was much more favorable.
Well, I'll give you the pages.
You can go ahead. I'm kind of curious now.
There's your title for the stream. As the gnome hits the fan.
Kind of reminds me of the time I played a wild mage and made an anvil appear out of nowhere.
Backwards, 8 to 1. Peek the rhyme until it's done. Keep the spider locked away. See the lever clear as day. All right, hold on. 4 and 5. Oh boy. That doesn't look particularly nice.
What you're supposed to do is read the poem aloud backwards.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he was going to try to pick the lock. I'm like, okay, it's a DC 20 lock, man. That's a Decent chance he'll fail it. Oh, he succeeded.
He not only succeeded, every time we come across a lock now for the next day, it's, hey, it's already picked. What do you know?
Are you all going to actually use hit dice, or are you just going to rest? Try to do a long rest.
I don't want to stick around here any longer than I have to. I think we'll save the long
Okay.
rest for before we do the really stupid thing and open the big door.
Okay.
Besides, our little three stuffed friends say, they'll be here soon. Well, I think they're already here. They're just laughing their heads off, the hags, watching the show. Probably they're the little three stuffed guys. So,
Well, you sent the 3 stuffed guys away,
that's right.
so they're not here.
Okay. Everybody
Okay.
have everything back in place, more or less.
Yeah, I'm good how I am.
Yeah.
Okay, last door.
Okay, this door, and then for some reason they moved this door all the way up here.
Dick kind of run out of space.
Well, no, this door to this area has a square carved on it.
Oh. Okay. So, Bruno, what do you see?
See a cat in front of the screen.
Once it gets into the room proper, the room is filled with flying sheets of parchment with writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate is bolted on the far wall and is set with a ghostly lever.
I see a haunted library.
Can you read any of those pages flying by?
No, he can't. He'd have to grab one and.
I'll try and grab one.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
I'm getting ready for my heel paper cut. So.
That's a nice number. Oh, well. It is a wizard spellbook page. It has the 5th level spell Cloud Kill on.
Ooh.
Is there any other pages near I can grab, or were they too
Oh yeah,
far out?
there's dozens of pages floating around.
So that's
Actually,
the whole
Implications of this?
that's the whole spell book.
We'll try to grab another.
I'll try.
Okay, you're going to be. Hold on a second. If you're in the, so if you're doing that, you're actually at the room. So
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Animate objects. Again, a 5th level wizard spell.
Okay. This is I keep forgetting I am a spellcaster.
This is the previous adventurers.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to risk it anymore. I forget I took a level in bar. Screw it.
What are you mage ending?
With the lever.
The lever is you're unable to grasp the lever with mage hand. It is insubstantial.
Gotcha. All right, gotta do it the hard way.
Well, hang on. Normally, I wouldn't pull this guy out for something like this, but summon an elemental
Mark that off.
in the room,
Okay.
and with the earth elemental, the big tough guy,
All right.
with the instructions to would you pull that lever over there, please? Let's see what happens to him.
What will my XP be real quick?
65,000 something. No,
143.
that's right. 65,143.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a
Should
zip
put
code.
you
Nebraska.
firmly at level 10.
Yeah. You backed off real fast, and I think that's probably good because I wonder if all these spells are going to go off at once.
The earth
That's okay.
elemental cannot get a grab. The plate is real, the wall is real, but it's like the levers there. It looks like there are levers there, but it's can't touch it.
And what happens to it as it's being hit by these pages?
Nothing substantial. It's not getting hurt by them. In fact, they're taking pains to avoid hitting it. Not death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Oh, well. Have it collect some more pages and deliver them to us. Are they all still 5th level spells? I think there are a lot more pages in there than there are 5th level spells.
Have it roll a dexterity check.
I don't control it, so.
Oh, that's right. I control it. So dexterity check. All right. It is successfully able to grab a page. Okay. Well, that will be a scroll of dominate person.
Oh, geez.
I mean, not a scroll, a spellbook page of dominate person. You cannot use these as scrolls. That will also cause all of the pages turn to dust.
Okay. So we picked out a handful of them so far. Cloud Kill, this dominate person, and what was the other one?
Cloud Kill, dominate person, and
Animate object.
animate objects.
Okay, great. So they're all turned to dust. Does that change the status of the lever?
Not yet. Which then coalesces into 4 of those.
Okay.
Though actually 3 of them are mirror images, so there's only one icon. So
4 of those.
4 of those.
4 of those. Well, that's easy enough. Hey, big guy, squash that. And
Matt, you roll initiative so that we've got the.
yeah, for given our
Initiative for
experience
big
in the
guy.
last room, let's let big guy take the brunt of this until it's
I'm
clear
for
that
that.
we may need to move in. Let me see, where's my initiative? Here we go. I should have selected myself. Oh, I did. Okay, good. There you go. Oh, a crit. Apparently, the earth elemental is energetic in wanting to destroy this dust method. I am made of solid earth, and you are just little bitty parts.
We're all just dust in the wind.
I hadn't cleared it. That's what. Why is Nitox on there? He's not in the game.
Yeah, well, I see the method at the bottom there, so you can.
I mean, we can run with it and just skip him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. No big deal.
I hadn't cleared the turn orders. What's going on there?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so Earth Elemental.
Smash. Hulk smash.
2 slam attacks. Let's see here.
I'm just concerned about what these 3 other pages are going to do.
And he misses twice.
Okay, let's see what happens to him next.
The method speaks and says, "Spindle dash. Have the Earth Elemental roll a d20."
Alrighty. Where is that thing? D20 right here.
Ow.
Spindle dash.
And the Earth Elemental takes 17 points of force damage. What else can it? Oh, that wouldn't have any effect on it anyway. Oh,
Yeah, they're both earth aspected critters. So with significant resists to each other, probably.
all right. Does anyone else want to go in there and get in on this? Or?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm making my way there.
Well, where we got what?
Well, the earth elemental is on y'all's side, and there's a dust method in there.
I can reach up from here. Let me swing him a couple of
Let me hold on just a second. Let me, since we're actually doing stuff, let me. We skipped Nitox. Carrick would have gone there. Carrick ran in. Okay, Carrick, roll 1d4 twice. All right. You managed to hit it once. The other time you swing at what looked like the same one, but it just vanished and, shattered as an illusion.
right.
9. Oh, wow. So dangerous room this one was. And the method crumbles to dust. The mirror image is shattering and collapses and transforms into a stick of black chalk.
That's different.
I was not expecting school supplies.
Oops, sorry about that. That was not supposed to happen.
There are many mysteries in the dungeon tonight, yes. Okay, so we have a stick of black chalk.
Yes.
Okay. And we still have this kind of insubstantial lever.
Yes.
All right. Well, the obvious thing to do.
Just get out
Yeah,
of the room.
everybody runs away.
Right.
Vernon, you're going to stick around for the show.
Run away!
All right, fine. I asked the big guy to pick up the chickens. He's just huge, right? But gently pick up the stick of chalk and see if anything happens to him. Yeah,
He seems fine.
Okay, hand it over.
Okay. He does.
Okay, anything weird happen? Burn through my hand or something?
No.
All right. We'll try to go over and use the chalk to fill in the lever.
One of the other pages lands at your feet. It's a bingo plate.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. The lever it's you can't make contact with the lever. There's nothing to.
So look around the room again.
Do like the coyote and just draw you one with that stick.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what I just tried to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of dust left from the dust method.
Mm-hmm.
There's the chalk.
Mm-hmm.
You and the earth elemental.
Mm-hmm.
There's a square metal plate on the wall, and that lever sticking out of the square metal plate, which is ghostly and you can't touch.
All right. Well, let's look at the floor to make sure there are not any patterns in the floor. Might be covered by the dust.
No.
Okay. Use the black chalk to outline the metal plate.
And the lever becomes substantial.
Chink.
You hear chink back in the room. The rest of you back in the room see the last seal fall out of place.
And hand the chalk over to the elemental and say, "Thanks, guy," and let him go away. Poof. Because he can't get out of the room anyway. Okay. So we rush right in there and unlock the damn thing and go through the big. No, we don't. No, bad. I think now's the time for that long rest. Let the hag show up. Make sure everybody's topped off, and whoever our mysterious person with unarmored defense, whenever they show up, then they can join us in our doom.
I've been waiting on this door to open.
Yeah. You know how long I've been here? No idea, really.
Yeah, that was me attempting to open one of my abilities to see what it does and clicking the wrong button instead.
Yeah.
So
My guess is you picked a monk, and that's
yes, I did pick them up.
monks are fun. Monks are great. In the
fact-
10th level, Yeah.
Let me just go ahead
In
and
fact,
do it
he's
so
an
you can see the
orcish
name.
monk.
I could have just given you the green one. Hell. That works. Nice.
Guys, I think I'm gonna bail on you. I'm feeling pitiful. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Hey, take care, man.
You're all.
Leaky Magnus. All right.
He's a cousin.
He's a cousin.
Doesn't.
Cousin Leaky. Oh, I'm thinking of that movie that had Arnold Schwarzenegger and dadgummit. Short guy, bald.
Oh, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, his brothers.
Twins.
Yeah. Yep. This is hulking orc shows up. I was his twin. What? It's a gnome thing. Don't ask. Okay.
Yeah, they must have used some sort of lube.
See, I should have just skipped the Magnus part and gone with Sawdust and just insisted that I'm a
You're a gnome.
No.
You're just a really
yeah,
tall
just
one.
insist I'm a gnome the entire time.
I am a
I
gnome.
experiment with gamma radiation. I'm a gnome.
That would actually be in character.
Yeah.
Well, E, kind of up to you. And do you want to save the big reveal for when you have more folks, or because that's where we're headed next?
Yeah, I'm okay for calling it. I got a bunch of people here.
Okay. Yeah. Let's call it
Okay.
and save the big reveal for
For next time.
next time.
It was a good show.
It was.
Haven't
It
got to see a
was.
PC
My
death
gosh.
in a while. Haven't got to see a PC death in a while.
It is the tradition.
Yeah, we'll have our honorary fishing trip next time.
So for the Valheim folks, no promises about availability tomorrow for me. You know, like I said, I got a thing coming up Monday, and I may
Right.
not be up to it. So we'll
That's
see.
understandable.
But that said, I'll try if I can. I'll just let you know.
All right.
That will work.
Yeah. Some of these traps are. Some of
Yeah,
them are not so bad, but
We have Black Chalk Room versus
Well, the thing
Death
is,
Bind.
it's like Triangle is the first one, and that was the one on the other side there, and that's that. There's not really any trap. It's just how do you get to the lever?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
that was worthy of PAX. If I were kind of brought back memories, it's like, where's Will Wheaton?
And then this one was, and then the next one was the square room, which is what you just did, the one with the chalk and the dust method.
Mhm.
And then there's the one with the food cravings and stuff. And
Now I just need the green flame and the acid pool. So there you go.
we've already done an acid pool.
Yeah, we did. We've already done acid pool. That's right.
Then there was the werebores. And then finally there was the trap with the whirling blades of death.
See, now I'm just thinking that the next people that come through the Tomb of Annihilation will go into that room and there'll be, there's the headless corpse of a gnome here in the middle of this room.
Rising high school prom. There you go.
Actually, there's a caretaker crew that cleans up and resets the traps.
And
Now that's a short story. There's a story in that somewhere. The janitors at the
In the tomb.
in the Tomb of Annihilation has a set of janitors. Oh man, start spraying sawdust on the ground, sweeping it up.
No, there are two of them walk in, and one looks at the other and looks at the. Okay, you win the bet. Here's 20. They were betting on who's going to die first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just two guys
not
named
pretty-
Todd and Chad running around doing this.
That's right.
Should always bet on the thief to die first. That's
They've just had some very bad death saves.
I notice a lot of these rooms are not revealed, like you barely see, or they're dark. It's like what I don't see anybody doing is like throwing in orbs of light or something to light the room up, see what's in it.
Well,
Well,
that's the dynamic lighting, and we don't have any problem seeing what's in it once we open the door and E allows us to see it.
Okay, so I noticed you used Mage Hand. I was just curious.
Yeah, if we needed a light, we could come up with something, but we hadn't really needed it yet. A lot of the folks in the party, I think most have some alternative vision, dark vision or whatnot. I think Carrick is the only human. Poor
Brunner's
Carrick.
human.
Runners, yeah, I'm human too.
Okay, so both of our tanks are blind as a bat. They've been going around my field the whole damn time, right? You know.
Well, one of them has a flaming sword as a torch.
Yeah,
This is true.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's helpful.
Nidox is it doesn't have dark vision either. That's come up
He just
before.
navigates by the screams anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be create a spell called Mirror, and you just point at the wall and turn it into a reflective surface, so you can see what's by the door.
Hmm.
Way of the Drunken Master Monk.
Those are fun. Those are hilariously fun.
Oh, he's bringing the drunken master back, huh?
As if there were any doubt. No, this is not my last monk. My last monk, I had found, this was 3.5. I found a alternative character class that was a chaos monk. He was a monk, but he was totally dedicated to chaos, in the theory that the only time people innovate is when the world is chaotic, and so his job was to make the world as chaotic as possible. He made it 2 adventures in before he died, because he was basically Leroy Jenkins.
Have y'all ever watched the Iron Fist series? Had a short run on Netflix. It was it was a Marvel character. Basically, it's basically his power is he can focus the chi into his hand and punch through really solid objects. But he was going into his enemy lair. In front of this enemy lair, there was this blind homeless guy squatting in front of a door they were using as a guard. And I mean, really, he was just a beggar, dressed up as a beggar. But if you try to sneak past him and go to the door, he's like, "Who's go there?" You know, it's like he knows, and he was trained to keep people out, like a trained inanimate object.
I always like the character, the blind Taoist monk from the Marco Polo series. He was pretty good. He's teaching Marco Polo how to fight with a sword, and he has a sword with a ribbon on the end of it. And every time the monk deflects it, it's like, how can you tell where it is? It's like, there's a reason. There's a flag at the end of that sword.
And the Daredevil series, I like Stick. He was pretty cool. Just a blind master that taught him how to fight. Very cynical one at that.
And give Leaky 2 magic items, just like you did with Filigree.
Sounds good. Yeah, I just now noticed that you've got to use one-handed weapons, so I'm like, well, I picked myself a quarterstaff because that seemed like a very monkish thing to do, but
Well, you could use a quarterstaff as a one-handed weapon or a 2-handed weapon.
this is true.
You're better off though not using a weapon at all.
Yeah, tonight you could have used a clear with some resurrection scrolls.
Yeah.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah,
Won't work
resurrections don't work.
Yes,
Where we are.
Raised Dead, it does not work right now. That's the whole
I mean, we
purpose
actually
of
do
their
have
adventure.
the access to the ability to raise folks that are quote unquote dead. The druid can do it, but we can't. So that's why we kept. We're going to keep the corpus delicti, stuffed in a bag, because we hopefully will be able to here before long, or not. We shall see.
And that's a +1 weapon, right?
Yeah, +1 weapon. If you have any questions on your magic items, you can send me a text or an email or whatever, and yay or nay them.
Oh, Matt, if you feel like you want to treat yourself, I think the Speedway here, they actually have a sugar-free slushy. It's made from vitamin water B.
Oh, I don't even want to know what it's made from. Just you have me at sugar-free. You have me at slush.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blueberry type extract.
Oh, hell, I remember decades ago when we would just make a whole trip to Nashville just to get slushies, for crying out loud. You know, it's just the silliest thing in the world, but it was just an excuse. But yeah, kind of used to traveling long distance just for a little slushy.
That's a long way for a slushy. I mean, they were that scarce?
No, it was an excuse to go to Nashville or maybe go to Huntsville to get donuts. You know, just something like that. That's something we did when we were kids
No, I remember
in our
Dunkin'.
20s.
Actually,
Every rainy Tuesday.
Yep.
We actually got a Dunkin' Donuts here in Manchester. It literally took the town 20 years to get a Dunkin' Donuts.
It's strange because we're getting one in Fayetteville. You know, they've converted the old Pizza Hut to a Dunkin' Donuts.
Ah, jeez, we've been better off a Krispy Kreme.
I want a Pizza Hut. I like their pizza better.
Yeah, I like Pizza Hut too.
I'm sad they went away.
In here, they just moved into a shopping center and became a delivery service.
Yeah, the pandemic kind of killed Eat In at a lot of places.
Yeah, it did.
And my little Japanese joint, I'd like to stop at once a week. You know, they do 10 times the business in DoorDash and drive-through as they do in the lobby. Every time I'm sitting in there, there's maybe 2 other people in the whole place.
I have to learn how to cook my own Chinese. I'm tired of all the guilt tipping. You want me to tip you 25%, and I had to drive up here and pick up my own food.
We have MSG, you don't.
Well, I think you have a kind of a valid point there when you're talking about restaurants where you have to walk up and get the food, but they're preparing the food for you. You know, usually in front of your sub shops and some of the Japanese places, such like that. You know, if it's like a Chinese or Japanese, you know, they're preparing it there. Yeah, you know, I think it's been the norm to tip them for many years, but it is now the norm to tip baristas and sub sandwich preparers and
Talking
all those sort of
places. I mean, it's like everywhere you go, it's even making news that people are wanting to tip you. They're wanting you to tip them. You know, security guards at a club. It's like, you know, the world's turning into a place where they want to nickel and dime you to death.
Well, again, a lot of that's been there, but what the problem that I have with it is not the draw on us as the people doing the tipping. It's the excuse that they gives the folks that are paying them to not pay them enough because they're getting tipping income on top, right? So that's the problem I have with it. Is it's folks, the management is tolerant of it because it allows them to pay their employees less.
Yeah, a lot of news outlets are saying it's the iPad that started it because of the store and all of everything that you order from the apps. They're asking for a tip.
Yeah, funny story. Back in Valley Internet days, the old ISP, we had a partnership with what was called a CLIC at the time, competitive local exchange carrier, called USLEC up in Brentwood. And I remember talking to the regional president of USLEC and about fees, and he said, you know, we don't make any money off the calls. It's the fees that we make money off of. We're talking about the fee for if you are of an age, you remember having to pay extra for touchtone on a phone.
Oh yes.
Right. And once you start adding those little things up, you know, it's not much. It's $1.50, I think it was at the time. But once you start adding those things up, it's like $10-20 per bill. And he said, that's it. That's where the money comes from. It's those extra fees. It's like, well, okay. So what sort of money are you making off of us? Well, there's a whole different price structure there. But, you know, when it comes to consumer the residential product. It's all about fees, tips. So there you go. This has been in the works for a while. If you pay a nickel, you don't notice so much, except when you realize that you just paid about 1,000 nickels, and they all go to Oracle. They're right here. He's finally given up trying to chew cables and trying to. He's doing that cat hide his eyes. Hey, I'm trying to sleep here, and we are incessantly talking, and you gotta come on.
You
Not
got
worth
too many blinking lights on in here.
Yeah, exactly. Great cat. Where is that?
All right. Well, good show, gang. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed not dying.
Yeah.
I can't say that, but
Leon's
it was a good game. But I'd enjoy. I did not
enjoyed
enjoy not
dying.
dying. It is always fun to die.
Yeah.
And
It's a Zen Bassmaster tradition. You have accomplished what the rest of us have not in this game. So the
Yeah.
honor goes to you, sir.
Nothing compared to what I've been through in y'all's game. Derek's game, I fell from orbit. In Matt's Star Wars game, I crashed into an asteroid, became an luminous being. I can't even remember half the shit that happened to me. Jeez.
Well, the in the Robotech game, I was actually under specific instructions not to kill anybody. So yes, you fell from orbit, but you couldn't die. So that doesn't mean you couldn't hurt. So yeah. And as for the Star Wars thing, I think you were trying to sneak into a ship by going up the engine when they were leaving.
No,
And that's what killed you.
we're doing a pirate activity, and a ship blew apart, and I failed the piloting row.
Well, that may have been another character, but I remember the spectacular one was trying to sneak aboard a Corvette through the engines while it was trying to move, which is not a healthy. So
It's just now you can just have Sean Bean be all of his character images.
yeah, right.
Oh yeah, in Chris's game, I got shot by a stormtrooper through a dark door,
Yeah.
and then
You just-
everybody all of a sudden wanted to fly my ship.
Nobody else was flying it, so there you go. If we're all on that ship, somebody damn well it better be.
All right. Well, be well, all. We'll catch y'all later.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.